hips under. Obviously you're not going to see my hands, Zoom people, until I come down, as long as you can see my face. Okay, take a breath in. And push away. And again, breath in. Last one. Just circle the head around slowly. To the centre, keep the shoulders down. So we're just trying to release any tension through the neck and the shoulders. Centre, just your right arm extend up, or it's your left, isn't it? And change. So just feeling that extension through the spine. Both arms. Bring it down. And just circle one arm all the way back. Other one. And again. Just palms to the ceiling. Take a breath in and fill the lungs. Really stretching there. Arms come wide. And just hold it there. And push. And open. And round the back. And open. Other side. Push. Round the back. Do it again. So a big stretch and you're opening across the shoulder blades. And round the back. Reaching those arms all the way up. Just your waist. And stretch. Good, do another 4. Arms come down, elbows soft and twist. Center and extend all the way up. Drop into a squat here. And again, so weight through the heels. Keep sitting on my shelf. Just bring those elbows wide and twist to the left. Try and keep those hip bones forward and extend those arms. And bring them down and drop into a squat there. Oh, it's really nice seeing you all squatting in front of me. Don't feel on my own. Let's do it again to the left. Twist. Center. Come on, really reach and extend through the front of the spine. And drop into that squat. Just warming those thighs. You're drawing your belly button through to the base of the spine. Just let me know if you can't hear the music. I think you can. So twist, center, extend, and last set of squats there. Just 2 more. Last one. I just want you to step wide. Turn your toes and just lunge and lunge. Now make sure the knees are shooting over the big toes. Good. I've got my phone on portrait for everybody on Facebook, but I can always turn it to landscape if it's better, but I think you should all be able to see me fully there. Hold it center. Keep those toes facing out. Keep the knees come over the big toes. Good. So you're just activating those inner thighs. And last one. Can you bring your heels together and slowly rise up on all of those toes? Now, balance here. I'm really feeling the fronts of those quads firing up, rise up. If you can, bring those arms. Just challenging those ankles, using your breath. Lift up tall. Last one. And then bring those toes back forward and just circle out that left leg. Just release through the top of the thigh. And then the other leg, just releasing. So big circle, standing tall. Just a couple more. And step wide for me there. So just straddle your mat. Lift up and forward fold. And hold it there. Now just drop that left hand to the right ankle and reach that right arm up and hold. Other side. Just feeling that stretch through your hamstrings. And then just drop both hands to the center. Relax the head, neck and shoulders and just breathe through the stretch. Walking the hands forward into a flat back position. And just hold it there. Good. So you're in a flat back position. And I'm going to drive my hips up and weight through to the heels. And drop to a flat back. And again, drive up. And drop. Now, beginner level, if you need to, you come onto your knees, you drop to a flat back position, and then you drive back into your heels. And again, forward. And as you pull back, whether you're on your knees or your toes, you're pulling your belly button through to the base of the spine. Just two more. So I'm just sticking with the low option here. And back. Last one. And come onto the toes, and everybody walk their hands back through to the toes. And slowly unfold. Shoulders opened out. And then reaching at the top, hold it there. And push wide. Good, just circle those shoulders back. Yes, they said they've removed the 40-minute timing on Zoom, so that's good. So we've got the whole class there, girls. Okay, step wide again. This time, roll down through the spine. All the way. And just hold it there and interlock the fingers at the bottom. Make a basket with your hands and rotate the shoulders to the right. So just spinal release and then to the left and to the right. To the center, bend your knees and place your hands on top of your thighs and round the back. Release. And again, so round, release, round, release. Two more. Last one. Come all the way down and walk those hands forward for me. Hands under the shoulders. Either on your knees or toes, drive back. And drop. Now those who are on their toes can drop lower. Exhale, lift. All the way back. Remember, if you're on your knees, you just sit back into the heels and then drop. And again, keep going. So Zoom people, I'm going to bring you down a level now so you can see more of me, hopefully. There we go. Good. Just two more. And drop. Try to keep those shoulders away from the ears. Come on, connect those abs. Everybody climb down onto their elbows into a full or a half plank and hold. Good, so we're holding strong there. I'm just going to turn my mat. Okay, so if you're on your knees, it's no different to on your toes, your hips are steady. Just a small lift up and hold it and drop to a flat back position. Exhale as you lift and pull your belly button through to the base of the spine and release. And again, lift and release. Remember, if you're on your knees, exactly the same. Little lift with the hips. You imagine somebody's got their fingers underneath your hip bones. So we're really going back to basics today. And just hold it there. I'm going to come to my toes, Whether knees or toes, just holding still. On every breath out, think about pulling the shoulder blades apart and drawing your abdominals through to the base of the spine. 7, 6, rest whenever you need to, especially if you're new to this. Everybody's in different levels and you've got to work to your pace. Okay, I'm going to turn into a side plank. Beginner level, you bend the underneath knee and you keep that top leg extended. This is quite a bit of pressure through the shoulder. So just hold strong and rest when you need to. Let's again drive the hip up and drop down. And again, drive that hip up. Keep reaching your fingertips to the ceiling, keep the neck in line with the spine. And again, drive your hips up and drop. And again, drive up. And come back to full or half plank, beginner level, come down and rest it there. Or just if you need that rest to give your shoulders a break, it's absolutely fine. Those who are still holding, keep it strong. Join back in when you're ready. Drive those hips up. And release. And again, driving up. Keep going. And release. Let's have a look at you. And again, drive up. It's funny, I can just see carpet. Last one, drive up. Morning Dee, morning Christine. And release. Last one, drive up. And release. And then turn to the opposite side. Remember, either underneath knee bent or both legs straight. And just hold it there, neck in line with the spine. Drive the hip down. And slowly up. And again, drive down. And drive up. And every time you lift that hip, imagine that belt wrapped around the base of the spine. You've got to keep that tight. That's your support for your lower back. Drop down. And lift. Last one. Lift and hold it there for me. Hold it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come back to full or half plank or rest. Hold it there. Just going to do a little lift and a lower. A tiny squeeze. Tiny. Good. So Christine, you've gone back onto Facebook. Was that no good on the Zoom for you? You'll have to let me know later, which is fine, absolutely fine. Just interested to know the difference. I'm really feeling that now. 4 more. 3, 2, and come down, everyone. Hands either side. Just stretch. So looking up, drop those shoulders through the center of the back. If you need to keep your elbows down, just a gentle stretch there. Bring your hands underneath you and a strong push up to your knees. And round the back there. Circle. So circling the bottom and the opposite direction. Good, I'm going to come into downward dog. So press the heels into the mat. Crown of the head comes down. Extend the left leg up and open out the hip. Now let me give you another level here. You could come to your knees and your elbows exactly the same and extend the leg up. Now make sure you're opening out the hip. Lengthen that leg. Imagine somebody is pulling on your ankle and hold. Drop the heel to the bottom and just feel that stretch increase. And come back down and get ready to change legs. So if you're on your elbows and your knee, exactly the same. Extend the leg out and turn the hip. Make that leg long. If you're in downward dog position, Same, you're pushing off the hands. Drop the heel to the bottom. I'm going to take that right leg, I'm going to step forward. So that right leg comes to the side of my right shoulder. Just get there at your own time and just get that stretch through your hip flexor. Good, I'm just going to push up and try and straighten out that front leg. And then drop down and get that stretch through your hip flexor. And again, we're just opening out the glutes and the hips, so push up, breathe into the stretch. So I did a version of this in the Friday stretch class. I think it's great to get your hamstrings stretched, your hip flexor and your glute as you drop forward and hold. Step back to your toes or your knees and hold, or knees. So arms are underneath your shoulders, slowly drop down. Triceps, whether you're on your knees or your toes, you can worm your way up, chest first, squeeze your elbows in. Bring your hips back, flat back position, knees or toes. And again, so slowly drop down, the hands are underneath your chest, elbows slide in at the side of the body. Squeeze your elbows in, worm up. And pull those hips back. And again, slowly down. Neck in line with the spine. So that's just working through the backs of those arms. Take a breath. Exhale, up you come. Knees or toes. Pull those hips back, last thing, and separate the shoulder blades. And again, drop. All the way down. Exhale and lift. And come back. You've got one more. Can you do this? Let those elbows slide down the body. All the way down. Last one coming up. And just sit back. And just interlock those fingers and make that basket. And just pull against the wrist. So you're pulling those fingers apart, but they're interlocked. Just come up to your knees and just circle out. Release any tension through your wrists. And come back in. Onto toes and hands. In your own time, left leg step forward. So you've got that stretch through your hip, through your glute, both hands on the inside. If you need to, you can come over the thigh if you find that's easier to keep yourself lifted. This will just increase the stretch. Take a breath in there. As you exhale, straighten out that leg. If you can, press that right heel to the floor. So we've got a good calf stretch as well. And then drop forward. Looking up. Good. And again, breath in. Exhale. You've got the family doing it with you, Hayley. Good job. And again, come down. And again, breath in. Exhale, come up. Last one, drop down. Step back. Bring to your knees and come all the way up and just release through those wrists. Okay, let's turn this over, everyone, onto your bottoms. If you have your band, just have it with you there. Did we all get hold of one of these? I think most of us have one. I'm going to turn which way? I'm going to turn my mat slightly. Okay, you all see me there? Okay, so whether you've got a band or not, you could hold a towel in front of you. It just keeps the shoulder girdle stabilised there and in place. So just give me a little tuck under. And then a lift and a stretch. And again, a roll down. and lift. And roll down. Yeah, that's a good idea. So Hayley's using a band and her daughter looks like she's using the yoga block, is that right? Good. Excellent. So it's just something to keep those arms at the same distance. Now, obviously, the stronger you are through your core, which does take time, the further back you can go with this. So you could go a little bit further. Exhale as you come up, you are pulling your belly button through to the base of the spine. Now, anybody who is new to the group has any lower back problems, this move needs to be small. You can always grab on behind the back of those legs. That is an option. And you just concentrate on tucking under and that tilt through the pelvis. Good. If and when you feel ready, roll all the way back for me. All the way. And again, not everybody will be able to go all the way back, and you just hold at half roll back position, and when I come up, you come up with me fully and lift out of the waist. And roll down. Some lucky devil's got a Sainsbury's home delivery. Why can't I get one of those? Does it take like 4 weeks in advance to book it or something? Exhale, come up. Sit tall. Now take a breath in here. I want you to lift the arms. Push those legs straight and forward fold. Reaching for those toes. Drop the head down so the neck's in line with the spine and just hold it there. Good. Lift all the way up. Knees are soft. Just give me a little sweep back. And then lift. And stretch. Other side. Little sweep back. Turn the shoulders. And lift. And again. Turning the head as you go. Make sure the eyes are following the hands or the band. On this one, I want you to hold it back. So if you're in a more seated position, just hold the twist. If you're back here, you hold it exactly the same. I'm going to do a sweeping diagonal move. So I'm going to come up and drop. Up and same side. So the key is here, you start on both seating bows. The rotation comes as you twist. The further back you go, the more intense it is. So I'm working down that left side. Make this your last one. Bring it center. Legs straight, take a breath in. Forward fold, stretch through the backs of those legs and the base of the spine. Lift it up. Knees soft. And just sweep on the other side and hold. Get your position. And then that diagonal come across to the opposite corner and there. So it's a rotation and a lateral move at the top to the side. Good, so you lift, lateral move across, and you rotate, tuck under. And again, you can always still have your hands behind and just do that little twist there. So lift and rotate. Last one. This time lift up and roll all the way back. Everybody roll back slowly, slowly. Stop. Come up. Did you do it? Now all the way down, all the way down. Good, nice work. Okay. Let's take these bands around the legs. Don't worry if you haven't got a band. I'm going to pop that band sort of halfway between the knees and the thighs. I'm just going to point and flex the feet. Now, you might want to take your hands underneath your bottom just to get a good lift through the hips. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to work my hip flexors. I want to allow them to switch off for a second. So just point and flex the feet. Good. Now I just want you to push out wide. Bring them in and push and in. Now if you're not using a band, you can push wider, and what's happening here is as you push wider and come back to the centre, you will be probably working your inner thighs more than your outer thighs. So squeeze wide and then pull back together. Now hold those legs together, and I just want you to take a breath in, exhale and drop the heels to the bottom. Take your hands away and arms by your side. So I'm going to press the left leg away and then bring it in. And then the right leg press away and in. So if you're using a band, you almost fall, the weight of that leg falls into the band. If you're not using a band, full leg extension might be too much for you. If you feel your back lifting, could you just toe tap instead for me there? So you keep a bent knee and you just tap the toe to the floor. Now really brace those abs. And again, so tap and in. Tap. So those who are extending, keep pushing away from the hip and in. Away and in. Two more. Last one, hold it there. Let's scissor the change. So 8, 7, push down with those abs. 6, remember lower level, there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both knees in, circle apart. Good, keep circling. And keep those knees together. Hands go back underneath and extend the legs. Point and flex. Take the legs wide. Push them as wide as they will go and make a circle for me. Both legs. So band or not, you are activating your hips. You're working the hamstrings. That's a full circle. So there's a lot of muscles connecting there. Good. And bend those knees. Leg press or toe drop. And in. Good. So take those hands away. So you're having to really connect through the back. Now my knees at the moment are directly over my hips. Now I could make this harder still and obviously go further away with the knees, so more of the legs are pushed further away from my body line. It does connect then the quads as well, but up to you. You really start to feel a difference bracing those abs. Can we add double arm extension? So over and in. Or a toe drop, double arms and in. Or if you're feeling really strong this morning, give me a double leg and pull in. So only advance this one and in. 4, exhale, come in. 3, 2, everyone, single legs, alternate, so scissor, press, and 7, and 6. So keep that neck long, keep the back of the rib cage down, keep breathing, rest out whenever you need. Last one, and bring those knees in strong. Just slip that band off a second, and just circle those legs apart. Good, take both legs away from you. Take those arms over the head, no band. And just let that back come away from the floor and take a deep breath in and just feel that rib cage open out. Exhale, roll all the way up. Try and keep the legs straight now if you can. And I'm going to roll all the way back. So the legs are going to slide with you. And again, those who are doing your half roll back just as you were before, I'm going to crunch my left knee in. Then I'm going to come away and extend. So making sure you're coming down, both shoulders at the same time. And bring that right knee in. Pull it in tight and away. I'm going to do 2 with both together. It's up to you. You could do just the left leg and then the right. And away. Legs go straight. All the way over. Taking a deep breath. Exhale, come up. Two more singles. Remember, if you're in that half roll back position, you can still pull the knee in. You're just not rolling all the way back. And away. Coming up. And release. And lift both arms. Take a breath in. Come over. Just holding it there. Good, lift all the way up with a deep breath in. Knees soft, elbows wide. Twist, center, lift. Just small, twist, center, lift. 2 more. And lift, twist, and hold it there. Big circle. Small circle up to you. You can do big or small. Small is easier. You're in a half roll back, so tuck under. Good. Do another 4. 3, 2, 1. Hands come behind you. Good. Come all the way to your elbows, everyone, and pull those knees in. So I'm holding it there. Just hold it there. Crunch. In. So extend and in. So tuck under, push that lower back down. Okay, can we do both? Because we've got more of a C shape in that back. To extend those legs, you're going to really feel those lower abdominals firing up. Hold it. Clip. Now if you need to take your legs higher, take them higher, just so you can feel lower abdominals connecting. So you're on your elbows. Push that lower back down. Now pull your knees wide and press them. Now this is really intense because I haven't rested in between. Obviously the lower you drop those legs as you extend, the harder it becomes. You've really got to focus on pushing that lower back down. Good. If you're really struggling with this, I want you to come back onto your back and keep those legs higher. Last 2. Last 1. I'm going to hold it there, wherever you're comfortable. Crisscross. Can you feel that? Can you feel that? Drop those legs low as you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees come in. Everybody lie down. Circle them apart together. Well done. Good. Turn all the way over onto your tummies. All the way over. And come down. So resting your forehead on top of the hands. Taking that right arm, grab hold of your right ankle or your right foot and push your hip into the mat. So you're tucking under with your tailbone. Don't let your lower back arch. You're pushing your hip into the mat and you're pulling your heel as close to the bottom as you can. Now, if you are struggling with this stretch, please do stand up and do a normal quad stretch. I'm just trying to get some release through the hips, through the front of the legs. Release it and try the other side. So pulling that heel in close, tuck under and breathe into the stretches. Release and either take hold of both or, let me just give you an alternative, come back and push your hips forward there. I'm going to lift my chest up, squeeze my shoulders together and hold that stretch. Now I'm going to lift my thighs off the floor. 8, 7, can you hold it? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop the knees and pull the heels in and hold. And release there. Take those arms underneath the forehead. Okay, I want you to take those legs, oops, as wide as you can. I obviously need to come wider, away from my lanterns. Take them really wide. And just bring your heels together. Love this one. I don't think we did this one last week. So you're pushing your knees wide and your feet, you're like Charlie Chaplin. You're in like a frog's leg position. So just activating that lower back. First of all, you pull your belly button off the floor and then lift those thighs. And release. And again, so lift. And release. And squeeze. You feel lower back glutes and the backs of your legs, your hamstrings. Keep those knees wide. Push the heels up. And release. And again, lift up. And release. 2 more, squeeze. Release. Last one, push and hold. Can you give me tiny pulses? There. 8, 7, keep pushing. 6, push, push, push. 4, 3, 2, legs wide and straight, hands under. You know to push all the way up strong onto the toes. Walk the hands back and give me a good stretch there through the backs of the legs. Let that lower spine open out. Let the weight of the shoulders just fall heavy into the floor. Relax your head. Don't put any tension through the head. Let that just drop down naturally. Wrap your hands around wide. Grab onto the backs of your calves and drop your bottom down. Toes come out wide, knees go underneath your armpits. Take a breath in. Exhale and push. And again, slowly drop down, look up. Exhale, lift. And walk it forward. Last set, everyone. Come back down. Take the legs wide. I have absolutely no idea of time. Oh my God, we got loads on. That's really good. What's the time? Anyone got time? Is it not time yet? 10:15. Okay, we're nearly there. Gosh, sorry guys. One more set and I'll properly stretch you out. You don't mind running over a bit, do you? We've got nowhere to be. We've got nowhere to be. Take the legs wide, bring the heels together. Pull the belly button away from the mat. And drive up and drop. Good. Keep squeezing and drop. Good. Squeeze, drop. Come on, you're so close. 2 more. Squeeze, drop. Last one, hold. And pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and well done. Legs come long. Hands underneath. Take a breath in. Come up and again. Push back. Relax the head down. Take both hands to the right leg. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the chest through towards the front of that thigh. And then to the other side, take a breath in. Exhale and draw that chest as close as you can towards the front of the thigh. Good, come back to the center. Just bring your feet together into your downward dog. Driving your hips up to the ceiling there. Take both hands across to the left and step that right leg in front. I'm going to come down onto the left knee, push back, and then take that right leg underneath me at the front. And then I'm going to come all the way up, lift my right buttock off the floor, and just extend that left leg behind. Good, just hold it there. Push your tailbone out behind you. Extend through the front of the spine and feel that lower back arch. And just feel that stretch intensify through the right buttock. Take a long breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, just drop forward, if you can, onto your elbows and come all the way down. Again, remember we're thinking about progressing the stretch, developing it on the breath out. So on every breath out, just allowing that stretch to ease. Take your right hand to the side of your body. Take the left arm up and just bring it over the top. Bring the arm back down and take that left leg out to the side of you. So you're in a long line now. That leg has come away from behind, it's over the side, and then you're going to extend and then stretching the waist. Open the palm to the ceiling and just feel that stretch increase through the waist. Relaxing that head and neck line with the neck and shoulders. And release. Bring both hands to the floor, knees underneath you, round the back. And step forward with that left side. Good, so remember, come back and just pull that left leg in front of you. Extend the right one out behind. So you're sitting forward and lift it. And breathing into the stretch, arching that lower back and extending through the front of the spine. Take some long breaths there and hold that stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale and come all the way down. Well done. If you can, otherwise you hold it where you are. You're only coming forward as far as you feel comfortable. Can be a bit painful, but again, as you progress these stretches, you will start to move a little bit deeper into them. Just feeling that come through the side of the buttock, through your hip. So I'm keeping that right leg where it is for now, but taking the left hand to the side and just extend over in line with the hip bone. And then just take that right leg out in line with the body, come all the way up, lift the hip and stretch it out. Well done. Bring those hands in front of you, curl your toes underneath you and come all the way back into a crouch down position. So your toes and feet and ankles and knees are all in line. I'm going to press my heels through to the mat, drop the head, neck and shoulders and slowly unfold. Rolling those shoulders back at the top there. Tension needs to be released through those shoulders. I've cut my head off, haven't I? Stay there, keep rolling those shoulders. Keep rolling. Come back with you now. And just slowly circle the head around. And in the other direction, all the way. Keep the chin to the chest and just finally slowly reaching for those toes. Draw the belly button up towards the ceiling and just completely allow yourself to forward fold there. Knees soft, come all the way up and give me a big reach at the top then, stretch and swing down. Give yourselves a clap. Well done, everyone.